So if you guys have not been keeping up with what's been happening after the revelation of Marathon stealing art and all that stuff, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad. I mean, the fallout has been insane. We have articles we're going to go over. We have a bunch of things we're going to go over. So give me some time. We're going to go over all of it. So morale at Bungie is apparently low. You have people leaking stuff, talking to journalists, talking to YouTubers, and explaining that things are basically bad, right? Things are really bad. Things were already bad at Bungie. Morale was already low because of Marathon's initial reception and how people were just not really that excited for it. Obviously, you have some diehards, Bungie fans that are going to be excited for it. You even have some anti-Chud people that are going to want to play it simply because they feel like the Chuds are hating on it. But for the most part, reception was pretty pathetic for this game that's supposed to be coming out in 4 months that we honestly don't even know if that's going to be happening. So with all of that being said, morale is very low over at Bungie. Things are not looking good for obvious reasons. According to a new report that revealed what current employees allegedly think of Bungie's current situation when it comes to Marathon. The new report comes from Paul Tassi at Forbes and comes following another brutal week for Bungie after an artist named Anti-Real accused Bungie of plagiarizing her art for its upcoming game Marathon. Now, to my knowledge, I don't know if you guys have heard anything. I don't think so. But to my knowledge, nothing has come from this supposed we're going to make it right by the artist. We're going to reach out to the artist. I don't think anything has been said. And I think it's because it's pretty clear that this is going to be handled on legal terms from two sets of lawyers. I think Bungie's lawyers are going to reach out to the artist, and the artist probably has lawyers, and they're going to get together and come to some sort of settlement. But nothing has happened so far. I haven't heard of any confirmation that they even reached out for that matter. I mean, I could double check her Twitter, but I don't think so. But in any case, it was an accusation that Bungie soon admitted to and then put the blame on a former employee, with the studio saying that they had reached out to the artist to do right by them. You know what I always found interesting about this story about being a former employee? What I found interesting was the simple fact that they're trying to pin it on somebody who's no longer there. But the honest truth is that there's still people that are there that follow this artist for years. So they must know about their work. I'm sure they've been inspired by their work even slightly. And clearly, when you saw certain things that were uploaded by that employee, did it not cross your mind that perhaps maybe it was tied to somebody you follow on Twitter? I don't know. Maybe not. But I don't believe this to be a, former employee at all. And I know a lot of you guys don't believe that either. But unfortunately, Bungie's response didn't do much in the way of changing the community's sentiment, as people are now questioning Marathon's entire art direction, slating that the company for repeatedly ripping assets from artists. And this is allegedly the fourth time Bungie has done this in 5 years. But now, according to a new report, employee morale at Bungie is currently in free fall, and the vibes have never been worse in the company, it was said. So here's the interesting thing about all of this. This company, again, has been known for doing this for a while now. We're going on 5 years and supposedly 4 times that they have done this, with this one probably being the most egregious one that I can remember out of the 4. I know some of them have been straight flips before, but this one's pretty bad because, again, they're thinking that the entire game has been inspired by this artist's work. The entire fucking game, to some extent, has been inspired by this artist's work, right? So it makes you wonder just how far does the rabbit hole go, and just how much were they inspired by this artist that they stole art from. But everyone has the same concerns about what happens to Bungie as a studio if Marathon bombs, which is something they absolutely cannot afford. What happens, guys? Let me ask you guys in the chat. What happens to Bungie if Marathon bombs? What do you think is going to happen if Marathon were to bomb completely? What would happen? I think it's pretty clear what's going to happen, right? I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen. It's going to be a flat out fucking nuclear fallout. I think at this point, Sony's probably going to buy out the company completely, right? I think Sony's going to massive layoffs. Yes, correct. I don't think they're going to close down. So I don't think they're going to close down. I think they're going to experience massive layoffs. I think they're going to be bought out completely. I don't think nothing is going to happen. I think they absolutely will be held accountable. But layoffs, massive layoffs are going to be more likely. I don't think it's going to be a studio closure. I don't think they're going to get away scot-free. I think it's going to be big time layoffs, and then it's going to be absorption into Sony completely. That's basically it. Mifune says layoffs and China buys it. Maybe China would be involved. Who really knows? Who is the I guess I could look that up after. Smaxy says raises for all. Okay, sure. Yeah, Garrett, it says crazy how the mighty have fallen from creating Halo to stealing. The simple fact is that the people who made Halo are not around anymore for the most part. Let's be real, right? Like they're not around. The Halo, they're only. It's really just a name, right? It's Bungie in name. The people that made Halo are not around anymore. Let's be fucking real. And it goes to show, right? Like you can see it in the product, you can see it in how they act. This is not the same company, right? CEO buys more cars, probably. Turn it into a mobile gotcha game. Oh my god, can you imagine a mobile gotcha game of Marathon? That'd be hilarious. Halo is long dead, 100%. 100%. Halo is unfortunately a shell of its former self. But in any case, as for what all this means for the future of the game is currently unclear. But according to the report, there's currently no plan to delay the game from its September release date, or at the very least, it has not been yet conveyed to developers, although it could be being discussed by higher ups. They need to delay this game. So this is what we were talking about on SNH, and I had asked the panel, and I said, hey, do you guys think they're going to delay this game? And if so, for how long? I got to be honest with you. I'm thinking a year minimum. If it all depends on how they settle, right, with this artist, because if they have to redesign the core of what this game looks like, that's going to take a long time. And I got to imagine that it's probably going to take about a year of a delay, especially if they crunch and, try to get everything done as fast as possible. But I'm thinking a year delay minimum, because not only does it give you time to fix everything and get it running right, but it also gives people time to forget, even though, let's be real, most people are not going to forget, because the moment you release this game, everybody's going to be like, hey, it's the game that people stole shit from, but there are some people that will forget. There are some people where it will leave their mind, and that's what they're hoping for when they delay things for a year. Look at what happened with Snow White. It didn't work, but that's what they were hoping for. They were hoping by delaying Snow White for a year that they'll be able to release the movie and people would forget about what Rachel Zegler said. Even that never happened, but this is what they think, right? This is what they think, and this is how they view things when they're thinking about delaying the game. But it really comes down to whether or not they can afford to delay the game. That's what it comes down to. I don't know how deep Bungie is in the hole, but I got to imagine it's not looking good over there right now, especially since they spent so much money on this game. I don't know. Marathon 2 and 3 already greenlit? Probably. Probably. So let's move on from this. So this is where it gets interesting, okay? So now after reading that, I thought that would be the end of it until further notice, but it's not. So apparently there are people posting photos of the fact that they've been banned from the official Marathon Discord for the simple fact of they were spamming either links to the artist Ko-fi page, or they were spamming stolen art or anything like that. Any mention of stolen art or the artist or whatever the case may be, they would ban you for either spam or disruptive behavior or whatever the case may be. It is clear that they're trying to control I guess the narrative as much as possible, and I really don't know why, because again, this tweet has over 10 million views. That's not the same people. Is it a different Marathon? Is this fake? Let's see. You guys could tell me. The last one, anti-real. I'm the artist who... wait, which artist? Oh, people are saying it is anti-real. Games cooked, don't buy it. Is this not real? That's not the same people? So who is this then? Is this a different Marathon? Some dope mojo says that's not the same people. So who is this? Let me know. I'll correct it if this is not them. Only thing Bungie's good at now is banning. Well, see, here's the thing. The reason why I believe this, because I initially thought, wait, Kofi? Yeah, no, this is It says anti-real, doesn't it? Like this is Kofi. This is anti-real's Kofi page, or is that different? Marathon butt hats, Bungie fanboys. I don't think they're Bungie fanboys. They might be onto something. Maybe it's not real. Maybe they weren't banning people. That's why I wanna ask. Gunnar Damas says, "Damn, they're gonna have 10 people left in their Discord." Oh my god. Why am I reading Kofi? Coffee? Is it Kofi? Coffee? Ko-Fi? What is it? Ko-Fi? Like lo-fi, but Ko-Fi? Melatonin says it's misinformation. They're only banning people for posting or talking about anti-real. Okay. Do you have proof of that? So I could just bring it up on screen. That way I can fix that. Because that would be great. I'm not sure if this is in here. I'm always scared to go down fucking Pirate Nation's post because people post some wild things there. But I guess we'll see. All right, but if you have anything that says that this is not real, I would gladly check it out. But otherwise, this is what I've been seeing. It doesn't look fake to me. But if you have anything that says that this is fake or proves it is fake, I would love to see. But what is not fake is their Steam forum. So we'll go there. He tested it and we're not banned. Okay. So somebody tested it and they weren't banned, but somebody else could have been banned. That doesn't prove that somebody else wasn't banned, right? Like, just because you could do something and get away with it doesn't mean that necessarily somebody else didn't do something and got banned for it. Maybe he did something else. You know, maybe he said something else and they just put it under the same umbrella, perhaps. I don't really know. It's like Shadman's Discord when it was infiltrated by Troons. It's like 99% of the server got called Islamophobe and a Nazi and then wiped off. I don't know if it's that extreme, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think they're gaslighting you, perhaps. But that's why I'm saying if they have any proof, I would love to look at it for sure. But I guess we'll see. We shall see. The entire server is talking about it. Just donation links banned. Ah, okay, got it. Not because it's his, but as a rule. Okay, so they see that makes sense. There you go. That makes sense. There you go. So it's information that is being twisted to look a certain way, basically. So they banned the Ko-Fi, however you say it, link because it's a donation link, but they allow you to still talk about the artist. Do I have an understanding of what's going on here? Is that fair? He got asked for posting a donation. Okay, fair enough. So now we know the truth, right? Or at least that's what you guys are saying. This post is making it seem like they're constantly banning everyone. Yeah, so that's how I took it. But you guys are telling me it's about the link. Okay, fair enough. And I believe you. The reason why I believe you is because that is the reason why they were banned. The reason why they were banned was because of the Ko-Fi link for anti-real. So, okay, fair enough. Thank you for the explanation, Poe Unfiltered and Melatonin and all you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for correcting it. So now it's corrected on stream. There you go. Perfect. So now we get to talk about their Steam forums, which that's a whole nother fucking animal. So their Steam forums. This is where things get a bit interesting. This is a bit interesting. So obviously when situations like this happen, the Steam forums aren't exactly very safe, right? For people. It's pretty crazy. Now, here's the problem I have with Steam forums. With Steam forums, you always got to check like what the account is that's posting it, because there is a lot of level 0 accounts that are in the Steam forums posting nonsense, right? Not to say that it's not people that aren't genuinely upset. I'm just saying that I always look at things a little suspicious if it's coming from a level 0 Steam account, because those are the ones that are made to troll people. They're the ones that are made to leave troll comments. They're the ones that are made to basically cause shit. That's essentially what it is. But it is chaotic over there. It is chaotic over there. You could just see from the topics here, game was born dead. And keep in mind, this is going to be all over the place. You're going to have people that are for the game because it's anti-chud in their mind. And you're going to have people that are hating the game because of their own reason. And then you're going to have people that are hating the game strictly because of the artist. It's a madhouse over here. It's the Wild Wild West. Yes, it's chaos. Exactly. Chaos. So let's look at it. Let's check it out. So we got one person saying game was born dead. Out of curiosity, let's check their account. All right, level 50. I like it. Fair enough. We'll read some of these, but I'm just going through. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Stop with the transphobia. This is bait. This is bait. This is 100%. This has to be bait. I always see things like this where they're like, stop with XYZ, because they know that people are going to go hard on it. Stop with the transphobia. It's not a good look for gamers and the Steam forums in general when people get triggered over the most trivial of things. There's nothing wrong with androgynous body types. The art style of the characters. Whining about it on Steam forums is not a good look. Wow. Okay. There you go. Fair enough. Haters will make me want to play it more. Oh, this person got banned. Oh shit. This person got banned. Wait a second. This is interesting. I voted Trump. I hate woke people. Why don't I believe that? Why don't I believe that? Does anybody believe that? This is bait, bro. I'm sick of people crying and moaning about every fucking game that gets released. Is this Fighting Cowboy? Is this Fighting Cowboy? It sounds exactly like Fighting Cowboy. Bro, Fighting Cowboy said the same exact thing. Literally. Word for word, the same exact thing. What the fuck? Literally every game that comes out gets hated on for the most minute things. I don't give a single fuck about the plagiarism, and neither does anyone else, unless you're woke, of course. Oh, so now we're gaslighting people, I guess? Is that what's happening here? Are we gaslighting people? But Hypno, your level 02 should have been at least level 1,000. I'm not level 0. I think I'm level like 78 or something like that. Bro, oh my God, man. You know what's crazy? So people, if this is true, if this is not like bait, I want to make it very clear that people that say this, I'm tired of the crying and the moaning about every fucking game that gets released. I hope that these people realize, if they're being honest, that if you're seeing complaining about every game that gets released, it's because you're looking for it. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that your algorithm is filled with that kind of stuff because you are looking for it. You are engaging with it. You are watching it. You're enjoying it, to be true, to be fair. Because you are engaging with it nonstop is the reason why you see it all the fucking time. So when people complain about it, oh, I'm tired of all the complaining about every fucking game. It's like, bro, it's because you are looking for that kind of content. You are looking for the content that is being critical to video games and then complaining about people being critical to video games. What the fuck? Wild Lightning says these people don't even play games and hate for the sake of hating. Probably. Maybe. Again, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't feel like checking his profile, but considering that he got banned, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Let's continue. Let's keep looking. I'm curious. Who else is still looking forward to Marathon? I really don't give a shit about any controversy whatsoever surrounding this game. I just want a fucking first-person extraction shooter with economy and inventory management that isn't fucking shit. The PvP in this game was better than Tarkov and almost as good as the Cycle Frontier. Please, Bungie, push this through and let me give you my money, even if you are a bunch of DEI idiots now. What the fuck did I just read, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
What did I just read, bro? What is this? This man flat out said, let me give you my money, even though I think this of you. It's like, okay. How do you even know that this is a good game? It hasn't even come out yet. You know what's sad? They're talking about inventory management, but inventory management was a question that was being asked in the stream, and they wouldn't even answer that question. Maybe it's a bot. I don't know. Maybe. That's a possibility. Who knows? Hey, shout out to Toasty for the raid on Rumble. Thank you so much. Look at this. This person says, just you. If you ignore all of the bad player side choices Bungie has made the last 10 years, like XP throttling, vaulted content, scrapping their game mid-development cycle, then releasing it half-baked twice, multiple counts of plagiarism, lying to its player base, and just consistently delivering the minimum viable product, sure, be excited. For those of us who are sane, we recognize when a company is only after our money, not delivering a quality product. So we, as every other gamer should, will be sitting this marathon train out and letting it crash and burn. Damn.
Holy shit.
That's pretty damn good answer. That's a pretty fucking good answer. Arc Raiders blows its load all over this game. Even ignoring all the controversy, the game looks boring and uninspired. I generally don't know how someone could be excited after watching those trailers. You know what's so funny, guys? Oh my god, this is hilarious. Wait. So I'm sure this guy's about to cook this guy in the comments. I'm sure, but I need to call out the irony when I see it. Okay, it's a bit ironic when somebody calls a video game boring and uninspired, but his profile is literally no name profile, and then the Steam profile picture is just Steam profile. What are you? It's like, bro, what? That's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Talk about uninspired, bro. Holy shit. Oh man, let him cook though. Listen, let him cook. All right, let's read what he's saying. Generally don't know how someone can be excited after watching those trailers. Do you not have standards? Are you just looking for yet another extraction shooter live service slop to turn your brain off and pass the time? Why don't you want to play better games? There's so many games already released and coming in the same genre that look so much better than this. The fact that you're directly mentioning the Cycle Frontier tells me you simply just have low standards and enjoy actual garbage. That game was shut down about a year after launch for a reason. A game that relies on its player base to fuel the multiplayer lives, or does on its quality, and if nobody's around after a year, that speaks volumes. You need to start playing better games. Did you think Brink was really good too? Damn. I mean, listen, at this point, this fucking guy's playing SnowRunner right now. This is amazing. At this point, I have to agree with him. I have to agree with him, because at this point, Marathon is going to release most likely in a broken state. And the reason why I'm saying that, Brink is old, yeah. The reason why I'm saying that is because it is to a point where there's so many issues with this game. They're not even answering questions. There's very little to no faith in how this game is going to actually perform. And if I see a developer 4 months before release dodging questions about things like inventory management, gun gameplay controls, everything possible to do with actual gameplay, you're dodging questions 4 months before release, I'm gonna say your game's gonna release broken. I really am. And then what's going to happen is all of the nonsense about, you know, how the game looks and the art and the controversy, none of that's going to matter, because everybody's going to abandon the game. This is why I don't know if I'll call it Concord 2.0. It's not quite that bad, but I think it will be pretty bad. This is why when we look at shit like this happen, I'm just like, why even bother? Why even bother to do any of this? Seriously, there is no point to doing any of this if this is how you're going to treat your customers, your game, and whatnot when it comes out. Because this is what happened with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. You guys realize that, right? I'm sure. But Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I want to be very clear, it wasn't wokeness that killed that game. What killed Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the disrespect that it had to the players that actually purchased the game. That game launched with almost 14,000 concurrent players on Steam. That was more than enough to monetize if they did right by the player. But instead, they released such broken fucking slop. Their servers were garbage. Their leaderboards had to be reset, I believe, twice, which is really bad for the competitive nature of the game. And overall, the servers were so bad, it had issues regarding saves. I mean, it was fucking terrible. It was terrible. So people that actually invested their time and invested their money in the game, they got fucked. And then forget the fact that when people started playing the game and finished it and got to the end and saw what happened to Batman, that was it. That was it. You know what I mean? Once the information about how they disrespected Batman, once that came out, that was icing on a fucked up cake already. That's just how it goes. So when you have situations like this, where your game is getting cooked for everything other than related to the game itself necessarily right now with the artists and everything, I think you should probably be doing your best to try to draw in those customers that are asking you questions about your game and not telling them, yeah, we don't really have an answer about that right now, but we'll figure it out when the time's right. What the fuck? Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's you're literally throwing away money at this point. You're just throwing it away. Exactly. Rest in peace, Kevin, man. Legacy will go far, outlast the tragedy. 100%, man. 100%, man. Kevin Conroy was a fucking legend. Shout out to him. All right, let's look at a couple more threads and then we're gonna move on, boys. I saw this forum. I'm telling you, if you just want to laugh, if you want to have a good time and just laugh, I think you definitely you definitely should check out the Steam forums. The Zambro says the Batman thing looked like it was written by those morons who say Batman is bigoted because he beats on the poor. Dude, you know what made the Batman situation even worse in Suicide Squad was the fact that I'm not going to spoil it, even though I should. I really don't give a fuck. But how the game ended, it was such a cop-out. It was such an obvious cop-out of, oh, we need to reverse ship. And if that was really their plan from the beginning, it's a fucking terrible story. It's a terrible, terrible story. How they ended Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. And it just goes to show that the entire thing was doomed from the start, in my opinion. It was doomed from the start. It just keeps getting worse for art raiders. Why is everyone mad and sad? Oh, let's see. This should be good. This should be good. This looks like it's going to be a really good gaslighting thread. Let's check this out. This is human nature. Think about this. Old Kingdom of Egypt, Sumer, Mongol Empire, Russian Empire, Spanish Empire, Roman Empire, Ottoman Empire, and Germany, etc. We all stole things from others to grow and succeed. Sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes it did. We stole, we grew, we were successful. Sometimes we got caught and destroyed. This is us. Think about this. This is our nature. Think about this. This is our history.
Holy shit.
Bro, that is maximum levels of gaslighting cope. I think it deserves a song. I'm not even kidding.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping.
That's insane, bro. That is fucking wild. I gotta see the comments. Here's a clown you can't convert into Steam points, OP. Obvious bait. Obvious bait is obvious. What's up, Zax? How you doing, bro? Obvious bait is obvious. Where are you from, man? Bait, he, him, she, her, dude, guy, them, they, it. It will tell us your history quickly. Think about this. Bro, if that's the case, let me steal from you. Should be no problem. I'll steal everything in your house. It'll be fine. Yeah, this is basically justifying theft. Yeah, they're trying to say that, well, our ancestors stole before, so that means that we can steal now and we'll learn from it. Like, come on, bro. Like, are we really coping right now? This is obviously bait. See, you are a liar and hiding. This is human nature, hiding in the corner to attack for no reason and then steal their things. This is you, man. Think about this. Bro, by the way, why are you talking to yourself? It's funny how people are trying their little hearts out, trying to clown farm and still fail. Is that seriously a thing? Do people farm clown emojis for 200 Steam points on Steam? Is that seriously, like, why do people even donate Steam points to someone who is obviously baiting? I don't understand. Why? Because you want to label them with a clown emoji? Fuck that. Just put a clown emoji in their thread. Oh, here we go. Quick reminder to everyone. May I quickly remind y'all that none of the employees at Bungie are the veterans who were part of the team since Halo Combat evolved. The folks behind the Halo franchise had long since left Bungie, either returning to Xbox Game Studios to work on Halo again or working somewhere else. You wonder why Bungie's been anti-consumer lately and been shooting themselves in the foot so much? That's why. I suppose. People are saying yes, they do. Damn. That's insane, bro. Clown farming has been big business for years. That's why Steam forums have swirled the ship hole. Seriously? Damn. What are Steam points for anyway? All it is for using in the point shop. So you could buy, like, you know, whatever, fucking profiles, avatars, custom stuff. That's basically it. That's insane. But yes, he's correct. This person is right. Bungie is dead. It's time to close. Woke Studio and a bunch of thieves. These are so-called progressives. That is how they act. This is BS. You can find on their website. And I guess it's going to talk about DEI. Yep. Talks about DEI. But they have no problems to steal other people's work. So much for the nice values. Well, see, here's the thing, man. When it comes to companies like Bungie that preach the loudest with the DEI stuff, They preach it because they want people to never look their way. They don't want people to claim that they're racist. They don't want people to claim that they're anything. They want to utilize virtue signaling to try to protect themselves as much as humanly possible. So that's what this DEI, it was used as a shield. Every company had it. Every company had it on their main website. They had a DEI section, you know, whatever company values, whatever they stood for. There is no such thing as a company fucking value. The company only cares about one thing, and that's maximizing their profit and making sure that whoever owns it makes their money. And if it's publicly owned, then the executives make their money. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about no value. They don't care about your social cause. They'll care about it if it's going to make them money. Otherwise, they're going to move on from it fairly quickly if it doesn't make them money. Or if it doesn't get them, you know, loans that they don't have to pay back, whatever the case may be. They are narcissistic. Yeah, I would say so. Steam points are pointless. I wouldn't call them pointless. I wouldn't call them pointless. So the only way to get Steam points outside of doing community-oriented stuff like reviews or forum threads or anything like that, the only way to get points is by buying stuff. So for people who don't have money or for people who don't want to necessarily buy a bunch of games in order to get points, then farming for points is the way that they can unlock a bunch of things within Steam's point shop without having to actually spend their own money on video games. So that's why it's not pointless. You know, at least not for some people anyway. It saves them having to actually spend money in the, you know, if they want to get something. You have 63,000 Steam points. Dude, the most I ever had, I think, was like 300K. I know some people that are over 1 million. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I can't. It's insane. All right. Any last couple of threads? Let's see. Boycott the game. They're talking about the artist. Shining context on the artistic plagiarism. Oh, we got context? Wait. Oh, this is a thread. I need to just, this is going to be the last one I'm reading. Hold on. We got context. Let's see what kind of context we're dealing with here. All right. So, shining context on the artistic plagiarism. I'm going to paint the picture to show just how damning this entire fiasco is for Bungie. Not because I enjoy fueling any fires, but frankly, there's a distinct context that needs to be gleaned here since whenever the game comes up in conversation, people talk about its visuals first. Some call it placeholder, missing textures, and others call it cyber tech numbo jumbo. It's such a stark departure from OG Marathon in style. I could only guess it was made up in-house. Now I know how wrong I was about where they got the style for the game to begin with. You could trace, oh, this ain't no fucking context. It's just, this talks about Anti-Real and the fact that Joseph Cross has been following Anti-Real for years, before Marathon was even starting to get worked on. It was around 2018 that Joseph Cross and other Bungie artists started following Anti-Real since her work was very much on their radar. That's when they started lifting the pieces in 2020. And this is not light reference or copying or altering to remain distinct. It was direct pasting, no changes, unaltered. One even has the fucking artist's name still on it. Yeah, we already know that. We already know that. So yeah, people are going in on this forum. Look at this. Holy cow, this forum is on fire. I get it, Bungie. Money's tight. So does this game now classify as yet another asset flip game? Games like this are made just for Asmongold to farm, bro. They're name dropping Asmongold, bro. They're name dropping Asmongold. Oh, here is the ultimate. I love this. Yes. This is how we end it right here. This is how we end it. The ultimate bait post. These never get old. These never get old. People's jobs are at stake. Oh man, these never get old, bro. Never get old. I love it. I love when somebody always posts this on a Steam forum. It's like, people's jobs are at stake. It's like, yeah, how do you like your steak? Medium, medium well, medium rare? Like, how do you like it? Rare? Well done, like a psychopath, you know? It's hilarious. That's for those who don't know, that's a meme that's been around for a long time, where the way that you spot a bait post is with, you know, people's jobs are at stake and then they purposefully misspell steak. It's so good. And look, it works, bro. He's getting points. This guy's getting fucking points, man. He got 13 clown emojis. He got one angel. He got one angel, man. I need to get that. Make the game good then, bro. People are falling for it. People are literally falling for it. This is a bait post. Hundreds, sure. Thousands, no. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, just food for thought. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Steak is spelled right. No, it's not. It's not that kind of a steak. Just food for thought before you gloat. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Zach says, "How would you like your steak?" I'll take medium cringe. Medium cringe is good. You thought it was a typo? It is, but it's a typo purposefully. It's an old meme. It's an old meme. It'd be steak. Exactly. That's the point. Must be a mistake. Oh, ho, ho. Look at you. BG. Based. Also, well done steak enjoyers are not human. No, they're not human. They're not human. If you like your steak well done, you better have a medical reason for why you like your steak well done, because I'm going to look at you like you're a serial killer. Straight up. I'm going to look at you like you are a psychopath. Like you have at least 5 bodies in the trunk of your car alone. If you enjoy steak well done, I would think there's something severely wrong with you. That's all I'm saying. Listen, everybody's allowed their opinion. Whatever. I look at it and I want to cry. That's it. I want to cry. Like, damn, that is a waste. But you know what? It is what it is. If you're a serial killer, it's fine. It's fine. Well done. Char to the ass. Oh my God, bro. Stop. What's wrong with a well done steak? Oh no. I only ever ate steak well done a few times a few years ago where it came undercooked and I was like, oh God, it's so much better. I don't know. I don't know about that. All my friends and family eat well done steak. I love my steak still breathing. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh my God. All right, man. Let's Super Kitty says charcoal steak. It's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. You better have a medical reason for why you like well done. Seriously. If you order a well done steak, just order the damn chicken. Facts. 100%, man. All right, let's move on.